Picture a summer night in 1947. The New Mexico desert stretching endlessly under the sky pricked with stars. In a small office at Roswell Army Airfield, a man sits, Major Jesse Marcel, 40 years old, a soldier shaped by war and discipline. His uniform is crisp, his mind sharp, his role clear, intelligence officer, the eyes and ears of a base on the edge of America's frontier. But this night, or the days that follow, will thrust him into a mystery that clings to him like dust to his boots. He's about to hold something in his hands, something strange, something that could rewrite everything we know about the universe. Was it a fragment of an alien wreck fallen from the stars? Or a piece of a military mask crafted to hide a truth too big to tell? Welcome to Episode 3 of History of Famous UFO Encounters, a daily descent into the unknown. We've walked with William Brazel, the rancher who stumbled onto that debris and lost his voice to the shadows. Now we turn to Marcel, the officer who took that find and faced a storm that would define him. Marcel wasn't a dreamer chasing flying saucers. Born in 1907 in Louisiana, he rose through the ranks. World War II vet, radar expert, a man trusted to sift fact from chaos. By 1947, he's at Roswell, a key cog in the 509th Bomb Group, the only unit in the world with atomic bombs. His life steady, wife Via, son Jesse Jr., a quiet home off base. But on July 7th, a call from Sheriff George Wilcox shatters that calm. A rancher's got something weird. Marcel drives out, sees it, touches it, debris unlike anything on Earth. On July 8th, he's part of a press release that shocks the globe. We've captured a flying disc. For a moment, he's the herald of a new era. Then July 9th, Fort Worth, General Roger Ramey, a photo with balloon scraps and orders to shut up. The disc becomes a balloon, the truth twists, and Marcel's caught in the middle. He stays silent for decades. Duty binds him. But in 1908, he breaks free. It wasn't from Earth, he tells the world. Eyes steady, voice firm. He dies in 1986, unyielding. This isn't just a soldier's tale. It's a fight between what he saw and what he was told to say. Did he hold proof of alien life snatched away by fear? Did he carry a military lie that ate at him? Or is there a deeper riddle buried with him? Over the next 2.5 hours, we'll trace every step, his discovery, his silence, his defiance. This is Roswell through Marcel's eyes, the officer who held the truth, whatever it was. Did he touch the stars or a shadow that still darkens us? Let's find out. July 1947 and the world's tense. The Cold War is brewing. America watches the Soviet Union. Nuclear secrets hang in the air. At Roswell Army Airfield, Major Jesse Marcel, 40, is the intelligence officer for the 509th Bomb Group, the elite unit that dropped the atomic bombs on Japan 2 years prior. He's a World War II veteran trained in radar, mapping, and interrogation. A man who spots patterns in chaos. His job's critical. Sift intel, protect secrets, keep the base sharp. He's respected. Colonel William Blanchard, his commanding officer, relies on him. Life steady, wife Via cooks dinner, son Jesse Jr. plays in their Roswell home. But on July 7th, that steadiness cracks. Sheriff George Wilcox calls the base late that day. Rancher William Brazel found something. Strange stuff, 75 miles out. Marcel's intrigued, could be a downed plane, Soviet gear, or junk. He grabs Captain Sheridan Cavett, a counterintelligence officer, and they drive a Jeep northwest to Brazel's ranch. They arrive as dusk falls. A field sprawls before them, littered with debris. It's not normal. Pieces glint like metal but weigh nothing. Light as foil, yet tough as steel. Some have markings, purple, angular like a foreign script. Marcel picks one up, smooth, cool, unbendable. He tries crumpling it. It springs back. Cavett shrugs. Trash. Marcel disagrees. This isn't ours. They load the Jeep, head back under a starlit sky. July 8th, Marcel briefs Blanchard at dawn. It's not a plane, not a balloon. Something else, he says. Blanchard, decisive, greenlights a press release. Lieutenant Walter Haut, public information officer, types it up. The Army Air Forces has recovered a flying disc. Marcel's find is a spark. By noon, it's global news. Radios buzz, papers scream, saucer captured. Roswell's alive. Locals swarm the base gate. Phones ring off hooks. But the tide turns fast. July 9th, Marcel's ordered to Fort Worth. Flies the debris to General Roger Ramey, 8th Air Force Commander. Ramey's ready. It's a weather balloon. Project Mogul, secret nuclear monitoring. Marcel's ushered into a photo op, holds foil and rubber scraps, not what he brought. Say nothing, Ramey orders. He flies back, lips sealed. The story dies, or seems to. Marcel stays in the Air Force, quiet till 1953, retires, fades into civilian life. But 1978, UFO researcher Stan Friedman tracks him down in Louisiana. Marcel, 71, speaks on TV. It wasn't a balloon, not earthly, extraterrestrial. His son backs him. I saw it too. He dies in 1986, standing firm. Two theories rise. Marcel handled alien wreckage, hidden by panic, or a military secret, Mogul or more, masked as a UFO. That's the core. He finds, announces, retracts, diffuses. The debris was real, light, tough, strange. He pushed it forward, then watched it vanish. But what did he see? Why speak after decades? This is just a frame, let's fill it in. Late afternoon at Roswell Army Airfield. Marcel's in his office, maps on the wall, radio humming low, coffee cooling in a tin mug. He's wrapping up, reports on a runway checks, training drills. The phone jangles, Sheriff George Wilcox, voice clipped. Major, you need to see this. Rancher's got something strange 75 miles out. Marcel's mind ticks. Could be a crash, a spy drop, or nothing. He's seen oddities. Wrecked planes, weather gear, but this feels different. He grabs his cap, calls Captain Sheridan Cavett, counterintelligence, dour, precise. Let's go, Marcel says. They climb into a Jeep, dust kicking up as they roll northwest toward Brazel's ranch. The sun's dipping, painting the desert gold and red. Sagebrush blurs past, the road's a rutted track. They reach the site at dusk, sky bruising, purple, air still warm. Brazel's there, lean and quiet, pointing. Over there. Marcel steps out, boots crunching gravel, and sees it. A field sprawling wide, maybe a mile, littered with debris. It's not a wreck, he knows. No wings, no fuselage. Hundreds of pieces shimmer, some small as coins, others long and jagged. He kneels, picks one up. Light as paper, tough as iron. He bends it. Nothing. Crumples it. It springs back, smooth again. What the hell, he mutters. Another piece, purple markings, sharp, like runes or code. Cavett grabs one. Junk, probably. Marcel shakes his head. No plane's made of this. He walks the field. Debris scatters in a pattern, not a pile. Brazel nods. Found it after a storm. Marcel's pulse quickens. This isn't earthly. They load the Jeep, boxes, bags, every scrap they can carry. Stars prick the sky as they drive back, headlights cutting the dark. Marcel's mind races, military, foreign, beyond. At the base, past midnight, he unpacks, lays pieces on a table under harsh light. They gleam, foil-like but solid, some with a sheen that shifts. He tests one. Won't burn, won't cut. Caveat yawns. Weather gear. Marcel snaps. Since when does weather gear do this? July 8th, dawn, he briefs Blanchard in the CO's office. Maps spread, coffee stale. Colonel, it's not ours, not a plane, not a balloon, something else. Blanchard, steely, listens. You sure? Marcel nods. Dead sure. Blanchard decides, tell the world. Lieutenant Walter Holt gets the order, types the release. The Army Air Forces has recovered a flying disc on a ranch near Roswell. Marcel approves it. 11 a.m., it's out, radios crackle. Saucer captured, newspaper scramble. Roswell finds UFO. By noon, the base is chaos, reporters call, locals gawk, soldiers whisper. Marcel's the linchpin, his find, his word. But July 9th shifts it all. Phone rings, Ramey's voice, cold. Get that debris to Fort Worth now. Marcel boxes it, flies in a B-29, lands at Carswell Air Force Base. Ramey's there, stern. It's a balloon mogul project. Marcel blinks. That's not. Ramey cuts him. Pose with this. A weather officer, Irving Newton, brings foil and rubber, flimsy, torn, cameras flash. Marcel holds it, face tight. Say nothing, Ramey hisses. He flies back that night. Roswell's quiet, the story's flipped. Weather balloon, headlines say. Marcel's gut twists. He knows it's a lie. The debris he held, light, tough, unearthly, gone, swapped, buried. Why the rush? What left Roswell? Did it crash or land? Was it theirs or ours? Marcel's not alone. Others saw, touched, knew. William Brazel's the start. July 7th, he meets Marcel at the ranch. It's not earthly, he says, showing scraps. Light, tough, marked. Marcel nods. I've never seen this. Captain Sheridan Cabot's there, skeptical, gruff. Looks like junk. He pockets a piece, later sticks to balloon. Colonel William Blanchard trusts Marcel, my best officer, he tells Hogue. Hogue crafts the release. Marcel says disc, I write disc. The debris itself, Marcel describes it. 1978, TV, thin as foil, tough as steel, crumple it, it springs back. He shows a piece to son Jesse Jr., 11 that night. Smooth, light with purple symbols. Jesse Jr., a doctor by 78, recalls, not metal, not plastic, other. He sketches it, matches Brazel's words. At the base, soldiers see it. Private Lloyd Thompson whispers to buddies, crates went out fast. A corporal unnamed says, it glowed funny. No one talks loud, orders clamped down. Glenn Dennis, a Roswell mortician, adds a twist. Claims a nurse friend saw bodies at the hospital. Small, gray, big eyes. She calls him frantic. They're not human. She vanishes days later. Marcel never confirms, but doesn't deny when asked in 78. The Fort Worth photos, Marcel scoffs. That's not what I flew in. Newton, the weatherman, says, just a balloon, but admits, I didn't see the real stuff. Evidence slips away, crates load onto planes July 9th, destination murky. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio, Area 51, still a whisper then? Marcel's son insists. Dad said it was unearthly. Tests he ran, won't burn, won't cut, bends back like memory metal. Decades before such tech's known. Brazel's daughter Bessie saw it, couldn't scratch it. Neighbor Loretta Proctor won't burn. Consistency piles up. Light, tough, strange. Was it alien tech from a crash, a scout gone wrong? Or mogul, balloons with odd skins, secret enough to hide? Marcel's firm, not ours. Did he hold a cosmic key or a military prop swapped in the night? Marcel's truth comes at a price. July 9th, Fort Worth. Ramey's order bites, say nothing or else. Marcel's face in that photo, jaw set, eyes hard, screams conflict. He flies back to Roswell, base is quiet, soldiers avoid his gaze. Blanchard moves up, promoted, distant. Marcel stalled. Good officer, bad timing, a file reads later. He stays in the Air Force, Korea, desk jobs, till 1953, retires a lieutenant colonel, settles in Houma, Louisiana, fixes TVs, keeps quiet. Via sees it. He carried it, she hints to friends. Jesse Jr. knows Dad never let it go. Silence holds till 1978. Stan Friedman knocks, tell me. Marcel does, TV, radio, papers. It was extraterrestrial. Interviews roll. They switched it in Fort Worth, he says, hand steady. Not a balloon, not mogul, something else. He's calm, precise. I know what I saw. Critics pounce, attention grabber. Believers rally, hero. He dies May 24th, 1986. Heart attack, 79. Unbowed. Pressure's clear. Post-July, he's sidelined, watched. Mogul's real. Balloons spied on Soviets. But why the swap? Why the hush? Theories bloom. Alien craft, hidden to avoid panic. Tech to reverse engineer. Mogul, sensitive but not this wild. Secret test, nuke-powered plane, too raw to show. Marcel's legacy splits. Roswell's rock for UFO lore, a fool to skeptics. Did he defy a lie or spin one? Jesse Marcel's Roswell is a thread that won't snap. July 1947, he finds debris, calls it a disc, watches it twist to a balloon, then fights to reclaim it decades later. It's simple. He held something, light, tough, unearthly, pushed it to the world, lost it to orders, spoke when he could. But it's vast. A jeep ride to a ranch, a field of mystery, a press release that shook the globe, a photo that lied, a silence that broke. Brazel handed it off. Marcel carried it forward. Both paid. Was he the gatekeeper to alien truth? A soldier trapped in a mask? Or a man who saw too much? The debris, real, tested, gone, haunts us. The pressure, orders, threats, years marked him. The legacy, belief, scorn, questions, lives on. Roswell's Marcel is a cornerstone. UFO culture owes him. Skeptics challenge him. Tomorrow, episode 4. Glenn Dennis, the mortician who heard of bodies and lost a witness. Did Marcel's debris tie to that tale? Did he know more?